Welcome to clickmyproject.com. The title is An Autonomic Approach to Discover Data Center Overbooking. Go to abstract. Overbooking becomes feasible because user applications tend to overestimate their resource requirements, utilizing only a fraction of the allocated resources. Overbooking has to be carefully planned in order not to impact application performance. Resource utilizations and data center utilizations can be used in this overbooking scheduler. Data can send from source to destinations via nodes. Resource utilizations and allocated capacity can be increased by 50% with acceptable performance degradations. The approach is extensively evaluated using a combination of simulations and experiment executions, real cloud applications with real life available workloads. And then our results show a 50% increment at both resource utilizations and capacity allocated with acceptable performance degradations and more stable resource utilizations over time. First create the storage of nodes, then creating transmission path, finally virtual machines created. It is also used to reduce the overbooking decisions, loading the measurements details and analyzing the virtual machines bandwidth, latency, speed and cloud length. Finally, finding the scheduling performance to overcome the overbooking risk. The simulations work is done with CloudSim toolkit that was implemented on NetBeans. The project of flow is first to create the virtual machines and virtual machine specifications of the task priority. One data can received from any virtual machines. There are two algorithms are used in this project. One is Max-Min algorithm and another one is scheduling algorithm. First, to apply the Max-Min algorithm, this Max-Min algorithm is used to reduce the stationary error of the oscillations. To apply the data center utilizations, and one data can sending from source to destinations, and packet scheduling algorithm is used to transferring the packet to the receiver side, receiver receiving the packets, and finally apply to the distributed PID controller. Let us see the demo. Go to next. First, create the data center utilizations and go to create data center. Enter the number of data center. I give 6. 6 data centers are created. First one is data center names and number of machines, host ID, performance evaluations of the systems, and RAM and bandwidth size, and go to next. And then create the broker. Enter the number of data center brokers. I give 8. 8 brokers was created. First one is data center brokers and broker ID. Go to next. And then create the virtual machines. Enter the virtual machines. I give 9. Virtual machines are created. Virtual machines submitted to respective broker successfuls. Only converted to the virtual machines ID and broker ID and RAM bandwidth and machines IP. Go to next. And resource provisioning utilizations. Go to job provisioning and enter the number of clouders. I give 5. 5 jobs are created. First one is cloudlet ID, broker ID, and third one is length of file size. It's also output size. Go to next and load measurements of these analysis. Load calculators are successful. Convert the virtual machines ID and broker ID and bandwidth latencies of speed and cloudlet length, file execution time. Go to next and reductions of overbooking. Overload virtual machines identified. And go to next and CloudSpot data center reductions and low load virtual machines. It is also a high load process. This is also a low load data center overbooking. And go to next. Max-Min algorithms are used in this frame. Go to Max-Min. Loading this process. It's also a predictions of resource utilizations. Load scheduler successful. And go to view. View this data converted to the virtual machine's ID and bandwidth, latency, speed and current load and cloud length. Go to next. This is a scheduling algorithm used in this process. Predictions resource utilizations using scheduling technique. Go to scheduler. Loading the scheduling process and go to view. Maximus and scheduling algorithms is converted to the virtual machine's ID and bandwidth, speed and towlet length, the current load. And load difference graph is x-axis is Maximus algorithm and it's also a scheduler load of fuzzy logic technique. Y-axis is times in milliseconds. And go to next. Virtual machine specifications of the task priority. Go to task and select the init text file and specify the virtual machines 1 and virtual machines 2. I select the virtual machine 2 and VM specifications of the immediate response and go to resource utilizations. First of all, I select the VM2 specifications. Data is also received to the virtual machines 2 and receive this data and go to next. And it is share cloud center utilizations and select the cloud group. I select the group 1 and get IP, cloud authority ID and system source IP and key value is 5207 and system performance of 293 and select the one file. This file is also uploaded in cloud server and go to next and go to accept upload file into cloud server. Previous I select this group once and cloud authority ID, IP address is same and file interesting. Go to select the unit text file or select the s1.txt files and it's also a text file name and file size and data locations. Go to next and select the get selected files, get upload data details and file details are s1.txt and buffer size data locations also stored in group 1 and go to next and uploaded data. Now I select the s1.txt files. It's also uploaded in the cloud center data analysis. The file name is s1, buffer size is 1 and now date and time and then it's also here data locations and go to next. One data packets sent to receiver side and go to data details and browse the any text files and select the s1.txt files and enter the bandwidth and one-way delay and number of users and bandwidth KB size is 10 to 100. I give 67 and one-way delay is 40 to 60 milliseconds. I give 59. Enter the number of users. I give 4 and calculate this. Create the 4 users and file length and number of packets. Packet size is 8192 and go to fuzzy rule and move to 270 KB size and sample transfer is successful already agree with the 4 users. Go to this frame and start transactions. The timeout window is 118. It is also a data utilizations, and data transition time is starting 0. And go to NetBeans, run this receiver.java, run this file. And it's also a transferring frame, it's also a receiving frame. And go to splitting details with the packets, and there's also a receiving packets, sending packets on acknowledgements, and go to PID controller. X-axis is time, y-axis is response, red color is average response time, violet is 95% response times, and green is real utilizations, yellow is capacity of the PID controller. Thank you.